Welcome guys. As you sail the seas for too long, many things become predictable, and over time, these predictions turn into exploits as players probably know what happens next. Can you run while carrying an item? Of course not, because Rare considers that as weight. Same as swimming, you cannot swim fast either. This is an example of a primitive weight system that's already present in the Sea of Thieves. Now, what if we add that to our ships? In a typical situation, if you are sailing the seas and see a shiny in a nearby sloop, the first thing that might come to your mind is to help them sail. If they escape against the wind and angle their sails straight, good luck catching them. Sloops being the fastest ships against the wind, even if you are on a similar one, you will embark on an endless chase that will be no less than half an hour of a tedious hunt if you result in catching up. I created a system that, if implemented into the game, it will help your sloop have a chance to catch a brigantine sailing at full bellow. I will represent it in this video. Whether you agree or disagree, watch until the end. Leave a comment so we can discuss this to build the perfect system. Fuzzy here. I stream on Twitch every Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday. Link in the description below. And on this channel, I do guides, gameplays and walkthroughs. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. To remove the predictable factor in Sea of Thieves and increase skill-based sailing, I came up with a viable solution to make sailing more exciting. Let's start with an example from another game. In Apex Legends, you meet a player. You know it is Lifeline, but does she behave the same way every time? Even though every Lifeline you meet has the same skill base, they still carry different weapons on every encounter. Could be a flatline or a blunderbuss to the face. The same thing will apply to our ships. I'm not talking about weapons, but dynamic factors that would change ship speeds depending on your playstyle, what you have on board, and your sailing skills. Does it make sense that a galleon with more than 100 items is the same speed as a brand new one? Or does it make sense that a repaired hull with more than 10 planks is the same speed as a shiny new one? We can take advantage of this with simple math that will make ship speeds unpredictable and dynamic. The virtual weight system. You saw a ship that has 5 items. Let's reduce ship max speed by 0.1% per item. By multiplying that with the number of items on board, it will result in a 0.5% speed reduction. This reduction is counted as weight, without actually implementing physics that will overload the server. 0.5% will make your new spawn have a chance to catch the slower ship, even if both sailing at full speed. This will make ships that carry a lot of loot a bit easier to find since their vessels are theoretically heavier. If you are about to get caught and lose the chest of legends, you will sacrifice cheaper loot in the water, send it with a rowboat, or try and anchor them so you can gain some speed and survive to tell the tale. This way, flexing your 500k screenshots on Twitter and Reddit will come at a tax and will be harder to achieve. This does not mean that 1,000 items on your ship reduce the speed to 0, as we will have to add a limit. For example, a 10% max speed reduction, which is 100 items. This strategy will help protect new players from being destroyed on sight. Speed related to the patch hull. With this example, let's say a brigantine has 4 repaired hulls. By reducing 1% speed per plank, the brigantine max speed will limit it to 96%. Each fixed hull is a 1% speed reduction. So for example, if you have been sailing the seas for 4 hours, have 80 items on loot, and the hull is patched in 7 places, this will make your ship 15% slower than an identical brand new one. All numbers in this video are for demonstration purposes, as if this was implemented, which I surely hope so, estimates will have to be tuned based on practice. In theory, the longer you stay in the seas, the more patch holes you will have on your ship. This will make it easier for a new player to escape your salty cutlass, since your ship is a bit torn down. So the pros of the system will be: new spawn is faster than older spawn, which will help newer players escape easier. Prevents endless chases of identical ships. Give the chance of a slower ship to catch up with a faster one, for example, sloop chasing a loaded brig. Damaging other ships will help slow them down. For example, you are being chased by a faster ship, you were able to keg them. They got 4 holes, but were quickly repaired. You still slowed them down by 4%. As a workaround, players will scuttle the ship and start a new one to renew the hull, so they can get back at full speed after a couple of hours of sailing. But don't forget, that will require selling your loot and making sure you keep your supplies in your pockets, storage crates, and rowboats when transferring from an old ship to a new one. It is still more effort and harder to maintain for longer sailing sessions. This way, someone like myself will try and be better at steering so I won't crash into every rock as shown in my streams. Perhaps adding a feature at the shipwright to renew the hull over something not very cheap like 50,000 gold instead of scuttling the ship, maybe with a cooldown once per in-game day. This way you have two choices, either pay money to renew the hull and keep all the supplies, or scuttle ship but then you have to let someone bring your ship to the rowboat to the storage crate and pick up the supplies again, which is possible but much longer. With these two systems, virtual weight and hull quality, ships won't be predictable anymore, thus chasing a loaded galleon at full speed while you're in a sloop will be possible. Your thoughts are most welcome. I hope this video was entertaining and insightful. Please comment below with your suggestion, as together we can build the perfect system to make naval battles more exciting. On the other hand, please like, subscribe and hit the bell button if you enjoy my content. I hope you can help me grow so I can keep uploading content that you deserve. Fuzzy here, thank you for watching.